What's up, guys? Loading screen. So today I'm actually going to show you how to do the first round of the Call to Arms, right? So Call to Arms campaign will give you the monolith, the mortar, the high yield, and 5 tokens. So you might be saying, you have monoliths. Super easy. Absolutely correct. However, I will not be using the monoliths. I will be going with another fleet. So let me find, where do I want to put it? I don't know. Yeah, I'll put it here. So basically, what I'm going to be using here, and it's up to you, but I think I'll just do something that I guarantee you everybody has. Everybody has Citadels. So this is what I'm using here. Not the best. So, let's see. I can't refit it. But you would want to have MX armor here, so we'll see how this goes. Um, let's see. And then by now, I'm sure everybody has. I might just throw that in there too, but so everybody probably has something like this. All you have to do, so right here I have a bunch of Gale 3s and some Pam 4s, and this is my antipode for range. It is not the best. This is pretty old build, and you'll notice it doesn't have any armor. So basically, I'm gonna go ahead and guess everybody has this kind of fleet. Additionally to this, I'm going to actually add in. I'm going to add in. Everybody probably has Apollos by now, so I'll throw in an Apollo. So here you go. This is what I'm running. This is a fleet that everybody should have. So the first round consists of 4 fights. So let's go ahead and get started. So the reason why I have the Apollo in there is to do some fleet versus fleet action. But anyways, so you'll see right off the bat there's nothing here that you will need speed in. You will have to be careful of this. So when you have this kind of fleet, you need to be a little bit more careful. So I want to get these in range of that. Alright, so they're in range now. So I can now take my Zealous and move it over here. See, and still, even with the antipode instead of whatchamacallit, I still have the range. And you'll notice at this point these guys are moving up over here. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. So now I'll move those guys there, and I'll move him up. Okay, so here's the important part, okay? So I don't have MX armor on those, so I'm going to bring him over here. Alright, and now Apollo. And I will bring those guys up. Oops, sorry. 4. But see, the thing is, you want the Apollo over here closer. So now it's not going to shoot at this. And I'm not sure if you need the Apollo. It looks like it's acting differently. But anyway, so you'll definitely need the Apollo in later hits. Alright, so move them up so they get in range of him. Okay. Easy enough. Alright, and you'll notice also I only have 2 Citadels. Alright, so don't move in here. Instead, move out here. And I'm just gonna and honestly, it's completely okay if you put this guy in position like immediately and then just kind of. Ooh, that was a bad. Okay, so you'll see that's what happens if you make that mistake. So you gotta be very careful. So okay, so he's in range now. You don't have much give, as you noticed. Okay, so now they're able to fire. So go ahead and stop them from moving. It looks like in this round we're good, but from any fleet versus fleet, but you always gotta be careful. Okay, so kind of just like inch him up. The down arrow stops your ship if you did not know. I assume everybody knows that by now, but if you don't, that's what you do. No idea who he is. Hope he's not going to sink my fleet, because that would be depressing. Alright, so now that that's done, head over here, and you want to kind of skirt around the edge here. Not with this dude, but, okay. So he's good to go. So now, these guys can head over here. And this does have really good anti-missile, but that shouldn't really matter for this first. It obviously won't matter in this first hit. You should also be able to do this with no damage. I messed up. I haven't used one of these in forever. I didn't practice at all. So yeah, that's my excuse. Alright, so now I can move everybody over there. And these are just normal mortars. Like you should definitely have this tech. Alright, so there's another problem over there. So again, move everybody. Oh, I didn't even kill that yet. Whoops. Also be careful, don't blow that. One, okay. Sorry, I was so busy talking about what not to do, I didn't even kill it. Alright. I mean, you'll notice it does take a lot longer to kill than, like, the normal mortars will. Alright, so again, leave everybody right here. And drag him over here. So he's in range. 5. Move him over. And keep them at, like, basically edge of the range. So now that they're both firing, that's all where they really need to be. Yeah, and I don't have Trident missiles. If you do have Trident missiles, that is definitely the way to go, and it'll be even easier for you. But again, I don't have them. It's really annoying. And if you have the ability to put a missile on here, and one with max range, I think like the Harrier or something like that, and that should be good. Okay, so here's going to be the first, what I'm talking about with fleet versus fleet. Obviously, there's no missile ships here, but and honestly, if you wanted, you could let this dude kill this. But to speed things up, we're not doing that. All right, so now everything's dead. So the Apollo is now going into action. And boom. You could use this, but, you know, it was easy enough. So there's the first round. That should not have happened. Just putting that out there. And like I said, these are all stuff that you should have access to. Even you really don't need the Apollo for that first round for sure. We'll see what happens in the second round. I don't remember how this campaign works. So let's see. Alright, so okay, yes. This round let's just do an overview real quick. Okay, so you'll see there are ships behind me right there. There is one really annoying thing right here, so that is actually what we're going to go deal with first, because you really don't want to make mistakes, because mistakes cost you if you're not coining. Like you'll see this, that was one tiny mistake. And if you lose your mortar ships, it'll be even worse. So again, I'm going to stick him right there and move the Citadels over here. You want to keep him behind these at all times. Why? Because these fools sneak up on you. and they will kill you if you're not watching. So that's why I said keep it back at all times. Okay, so there they go, taking that. There's another one over there. Um, okay, so as you'll see, nothing is triggered yet. So he can go over here. 3, 4, 2, and actually be careful, you're going to hit that mine. Alright, so we'll move him up. Okay, so there we go. I am in range of that, which is why the Apollo is a good ship to have in here, because it can shoot down missiles at a very high rate. But like I said, if you don't, and you don't have to move this guy up so fast. I just do it just so I don't make any mistakes, because I am prone to making mistakes, as you saw. I get lazy. Okay, so now that those are out of the way, they can't do damage to you, but they also can't do damage to the enemy, so there's that. But I haven't hit one of these things in forever, so yeah, that's my excuse. I don't really know what or how the ships perform. Alright, so there's this. So they're shooting down. My Apollo will help clean up any stray missiles for some reason that I didn't shoot down. And you'll see this is taking a while. And you do want to make sure you have plenty of anti-mortars. You don't have to use the Gales. You can use C or D mortars. No, don't ever use C mortars if you can help it. Okay, checking the map. Nothing's moved. Okay, we can move him up. Boom. Be very careful. You stop right short of the... And that'll work. So these go down a lot faster. Alright, so... Nothing is triggered still. So actually, instead of going over there, I'm going to come back over here and clean up this, because I don't want to make that mistake later. And so the main thing in this is, more importantly, is you need to have a good tank. This is a decent tank. Anybody can build it. But the most important part in doing these, and you got to keep in mind that since the last raids were mortars, you'll be seeing a lot of those. Okay, so now we see here that these guys are being engaged. However, they're going right towards the missiles, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so now here's the real problem is these guys. So this is where I send these two over there. Okay, so that you can see the damage on this. So what I recommend as the damage increases is don't make mistakes, but probably send your Apollo in, because I think Apollo would do a lot better than the Zealous against those. But anyway, so that's all cleared up now. Once these die, you'll be getting more. Okay, so be careful here. You don't want those mortars killing your ship. Boom. Okay. Move them up. Move the Apollo in. Probably over here, because there's no more ships on that side. And let's see how missiles do. Perfect. Alright. So there's that. And now I'm just going to... Okay, so while they're doing that business, let's engage these ships to see how this works. So I guess kind of bait them over into the mortars and then keep them stuck. So keep them under the mortar's fire. That does do a lot of damage to my Apollo. Wow. Oh, that's probably because I'm staying under the mortars. Yeah, the splash mortars. Alright, well, that was an interesting experiment for that. So I guess don't use yeah, be careful with the Apollo. You definitely want more armor resistance, but hey, I'm sure if you don't need Apollo, you could probably use a sub as well. Actually, no, do not use a sub. I just thought about that because the Zoe, God, what the hell are they called? The Zoe Rhinos or whatever. I think that's what they're called. They oh yeah, so that's another trick is you can click to the sides and that'll just inch them forward a little bit. Especially with these fast ships, they're harder to control. So, yeah, there's that. Um, so since I took that huge damage, I'm just gonna coin 2 coins just to show you, um, if I didn't take that damage, that you should be able to just do this campaign without worrying. Okay, good, good. Okay, so inch him forward like that to the sides, to the side. There he goes. And next is over here. So I don't know, but I think that's dead. It doesn't look dead, actually, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. Alright, so I don't want to kill those missiles just yet because I want to see. I think if I kill this, those will trigger. Yep, see, they're triggered already over there, and then the missiles should turn on them. Alright, so there's that. Boom. And they should all be dead. So again, this is with basically not the worst fleet you could have, but a pretty low-tech fleet. And I'm not really sure how much time you have to do this campaign, but I guarantee it's over 6 hours. So you could easily even if this happened. Oh, so I didn't have to kill that. So even if this happened, okay, I'm on 3. I have 6 hours to do this campaign. So if you only have one Apollo, I'm gonna keep an Apollo in the fleet. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think I will, because they can be kind of helpful. I just used the last one wrong. Um, all right. So the 4 hours, okay, it's 3 hours on this. So let's just say I wait 2 hours. I go do the laundry, come back, 2 hours have passed. All right. And then I'm like, all right, throw him in there. Launch. I'm damaged. Yes, I am damaged. Also, this has taken 15 minutes to get through, basically 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, whatever. Get through the first ones. Here we go, round 3. So remember, this is just basically you went away for 2 hours, and so that means you have basically 5.5, no, 2, so 4, 3.5 hours left to do this. So it's oh, wow, that is bull. So that's cheap. So, watch out for that. Okay. So I already see back here is those dudes. They don't trigger. Good. Alright, so I'll head over here. This is very dangerous. So, Okay. Boom. Alright, so move him up. Okay, right there. That should be good. Because you'll see on this one, as soon as that's dead, nothing is triggered. However, let's see. So I'm just watching that. So there's something triggered over here. But they're moving into the enemy's range, so they will be dead. The thing I do like about the arc missile, and they die actually a lot faster. So yeah, so basically you'll see here, I'm not going to move over there, but they're all dead. Right, so keep them closer now. So right there, and then move him up. And the reason I'm keeping him closer is the only arc missile is over there now. There's another one over there, but you don't want these guys sneaking up on you. It is easier to turn around and get in front of the enemies shooting if you are next to them, instead of like them being way over here still. It's kind of obvious, but you know, I figured I'd explain it. Alright, so keep them up. And like you said, you're using basically bottom tier tech. If you don't have this stuff, I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I would be very surprised if you didn't have the stuff at the point, but I honestly don't know. I could totally be overstating like how easy this stuff is to get. So I don't know. It's been a while, and I'm not really. They changed the game a lot, so. But I know for a fact everybody should have Citadels and Apollos available. I'm not sure about the Zealous, but they offer it like pretty much every day. All right, so you'll see this guy's coming in now. Hopefully they, let's see. Yes, so they're going to come up this way. So what that means is, all right, so that's dead. Yeah, so they should be taken out by, ooh, I don't know actually. So it might actually be prudent to, once that's dead, call a tactical retreat over here. Oh no, we're good. I got worried though. So yeah, so now I can stay back here. So they're coming over here, and then they'll get in the range of that and die. I was worried that they'd come after me first, and I am trying to avoid them at all costs, because obviously they can still damage the Apollo a lot, especially since there's only one of them. I feel like if it was a full fleet, it'd be a big different story, but it's not. Pretty cool stuff, right, guys? Alright, so this is kind of the boring part. That's kind of annoying. Alright, so let's just kill this missile real quick. And boom. So the missile's dead. The other dude should be dead. And it looks like there's no more ships left in here, so it's kind of like you just got to inch forward at this point. Don't be stupid. That was a really stupid thing for me to do just then. Alright, so this is the last little thing we have to take out. Actually, you might actually have to kill that. So I kind of was wrong for a second there. Alright. So boom. Yeah, so you know, it is boring, but you don't want to get distracted. Oh, so I made a mistake there. So you can see that the Citadels are now taking damage because I got them way too close. But at this point, I should be okay. Yeah, see, they're dead. The Apollo took more damage than they did. So I would say honestly, just don't put an Apollo in the fleet. That seems like the better thing, and then you don't have to worry about repairing all the time, repairing it at all. All right, so I actually do need to move them up again. All right, and like, you know, you guys might be like, it's so much easier if you use this or you use that. Yeah, you're probably right. But I'm just assuming, or I'm making this video for people who don't have everything, and you know, they probably still have old tech. A lot of people have Citadels, or they built Citadels, but the other thing is, people, I know a lot of people in my, not guild, jeez, alliance made, or had, man, what are those, the black ships, Punishers, but, those, I think, you could use if you have them built like this. They should still work, but like you see how I'm driving this fleet, you basically have to do the same thing. I don't actually have a fleet built, and it is well. I have some missile or some nuclear cruisers, which could basically simulate what it is, what I'm talking about. However, I don't want the missile ships kicking my butt, because all the missiles will basically ruin my day. Oh, video's done. Sweet. Not this video. Another one I was editing. But anyway, so there's that. So for the last one, remember, you only waited 2 hours. You did the first two, waited 2 hours. And now let's head back in. And honestly, even if you had Nova Storms, you should still be able to do this. And but also, like I said, I'm doing it with 2 Citadels and a Zealous. The Zealous is, of course, way better than the Punishers, but alright. I might as well use it, because at this point, they've been pushing it down your throat. I feel like most people have it by now. Okay. And a lot of you are saying the Zealous is a not low tier tech ship, or not a low tier ship. And you're right, it's not really a low tier ship. But what is low tier is what I have on it. I don't have any. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. They come at you and just ruin your day if you're not careful. So there, I got in front of it. I wasn't even watching, but you'll see with all that damage to the one ship. So luckily I saved it. Didn't actually die. I might actually just speed up the parts where I don't know. I'll see what I can cut out, because this video is already 30 minutes long, and I'm pretty sure nobody wants to watch a 30-minute long video. Who knows though? Maybe you guys don't have anything to do. Or you just want to hear somebody yappity yap. Yap, 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 yap. That is what I'm good at, just talking out my ass. Alright. I kind of do that for my job, so I gotta make customers think that I care about them in what they have to say, when I clearly don't. Alright, so there's this. Good. So the other group triggered there. So now I shouldn't have to worry about them. Hopefully they can do some good damage for me. Looks like they won't do that good of damage, but hey, they might take out a turret or two. Alright. So actually, while we're here, I'm gonna move the Zealous around and take out this over here, instead of having to go all the way around. So it looks like, actually, I might be able to, they're probably about to die. Yeah, they're gonna die. Whatever. So that's actually in range as well, so let me kill this. And that'll be the last thing, then I'll go over this way. Alright. So, not bad, I almost took out that. Yeah, they've been pushing the Zealous down in your throat, and they've basically been pushing General's holes down your throat. So I feel like most of you have something like this, or you have built something like this, but if you haven't, again, I apologize. I don't know what else to show you with, because, I mean, I could have used my Punisher, but I don't know. And I'm sure you could do it with the Punisher, but it would take more time. If you're not using coins, you'll probably have to repair a lot more, because the Punisher is a lower tier ship and doesn't have nearly as much resistance as the Zelos does. So, if you want to wait more, then that's good. Viable option, but yeah, like I said, yeah. All right, there we go. Boom, shakalaka. Take them out and move them up. See, I almost feel like the Apollo did help a little bit in that last scenario where they ambushed me. I don't know how much, but any amount is good. Because doing this, you can still do it with one ship, but you lose your mortar ships, then it's not going to be a fun time. Boom. Yeah, I don't actually think I have any Nova Storms on this account. I had made another account when I got bored. I had a lot more time on my hands. Now I don't actually have time to even run that account, so I gave up on it. And it's pretty shite, so if I were you and you want to be like, oh, give me your account details for the other one, I'll play on it. Trust me, dude, you really don't want to. It's not that good. But whatever. Might be better than some bases, who knows. And I just realized, there it is. Okay, I was like, I thought I wasn't even talking to my mic. All right, so there you go. So 30 minutes for the whole thing. Technically 2 hours and 30 minutes, but you get my drift. So the whole thing with lower tier tech, and you are done. So that is pretty awesome. So now you officially have 5 daily tokens, high yield, combat mortar, and the monolith. That's not going to build you a monolith ship, however. You know, what are you going to do about it? So thanks for watching. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe for more tutorials and other stuff like that. Like base hits. I think I just posted a base hit because that's the video that just uploaded. So, yay. Alright. Peace off, guys.